This is the most foolproof way to create a scrunchie. Make scrunchie out of any fabric that you want, and preferably out of scraps of fabric. This is by far the best way to do it. So what you will need is a rectangular piece of satin. Satin is the best for your hair apart from silk. And that rectangular piece can be as long as 55 to 75, 80 centimeters. It's up to you. The longer it is, the scrunchier it will get. Then you will sew the side to put it together and create a loop. Once you create that loop, you can iron it to split the seam, but you don't have to. You can just put it on one side like I did. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put these two pieces together in this way. So the nice side is outside, well, inside actually. So you're going to put it together and make the inside as small as and tight as possible. And you're going to start sewing very, very slowly. Here I used 1 centimeter seam allowance, which is 3/8 of an inch. I learned it. And I'm just going to go very slowly. And every time I reach the end, I'm going to pull the inside of that scrunchie casing out. And again, making sure to squish that inside portion in so that it does not get caught up while sewing. This is the best possible way to do it without showing any seams, well, almost any. So make sure to go slowly, pull it out as you go. As you can see, this is what I'm doing. And make sure not to catch the inside part. That's very, very important. Once you reach the end, which is going to happen anytime soon, you will leave a little opening, little space where you're going to insert elastics. Dogs are very, very annoying. This is scrunchie that's made within minutes. You can make hundreds of these in a day, even to sell or for your friends. This is a very good gift because satin scrunchies are very, very good for your hair because your hair will not break as much as with the regular elastic. And it also looks pretty. I really love it. It's soft, it's squishy, it's everything I want it to be. So if you want it to be scrunchier than mine, just please go ahead and use as long piece of fabric as you'd like. And if you don't really like satin and you don't really care that much about your hair, you can use any other type of fabric. I mean, I've seen amazing and most beautiful scrunchies made with tulle and organza. Anyways, here is that little piece that I left open. And now we're going to pull our scrunchie casing right side out. So it's not inside out, it's outside in. So anyways, then I pressed it, and now I am measuring the elastics. I usually like to keep them around my wrist to have them at any time. So what I do is I cut a piece of elastics. This is very soft elastics. It's really, really stretchy, so I don't use too much. Sometimes I use a little bit tighter on my wrist, but when I start inserting it, I secure it with a little pin on the side. And now when it's done, I don't like to add that to tie it. I don't like to tie the knot. I sew it on the machine. And then once that's done, we need to close this space. So you can do that on the machine, but that's going to leave a mark and it's going to be visible, and I hate that. So what I do is I just take needle and thread and do it by hand. And this is done in a minute, literally in a minute, especially if you're not recording. When recording, it can take longer. Anyways, so you just go in kind of like zigzag. You catch a few little threads on one side, and then you catch a few threads on the other side, and you just continue until you reach the end of that opening, and you're done. Practically your scrunchie is ready to be worn. If you want, you can also create the scrunchie just by hand. You do not really need sewing machine for this. It's just gonna take you maybe 10 minutes to make it, and like this it takes you 4 minutes. And here is the scrunchie. It's not the scrunchiest, I used only 55 centimeters of fabric, but it's still pretty good. I really love it, and I love the color. So here they are, a bunch of them. These two pink ones, they're made of different type of satin, and they are scrunchier because I used about 90. And this little bow, I will show you how to make in one of the next videos. If you liked it, please give it a comment, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.